This MLB All-Star Game 2025 edition of the MLB Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Get up to a $1,000 deposit match when you sign up at underdogfantasy.com, promo code MLB SGPN. Welcome everybody to the MLB Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. My name is Malcolm Bamford, coming to you from Newcastle upon Tyne in the northeast of England. Today is Monday, the 14th of July. We are here to handicap the All-Star Game, the 2025 All-Star Game from Atlanta, Georgia, which takes place tomorrow night. Or was it July the 16th? Yeah. Time zone issues. Joining me, looking quite as confused as I was, is Mr. Lonte Smith. Lonte, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Hopefully we can navigate through this episode, man, because it's tough. It's tough to the odds, figuring out, who's going to play when, how many ABs, how many pitchers. Yeah, it's a lot to go through. So we'll try to get through it best we can.
Well, I was sorely disappointed, Lonte, because your little face popped up and we like our Monday night shows. And I've said in the past, we have an annual conversation about the All-Star Game. I don't know what it is. I don't care what it is. It's not culturally something we in this country do. So I've just avoided it, and I've managed to avoid it for 5 years. Now, Scott's gone on holiday. I don't know where Dylan is. Dylan's hiding. So it's been left to myself to help handicap this also, but I couldn't keep running away from it forever either. So I said, right, okay, I'll give it a go. I explained all this to you, and you just looked at me blankly and said, well, I don't know what I'm talking about, which was not what I'd hoped for, Lonte, at all. I wanted you to take me by the hand and lead me through the All-Star Game, lead me through the traditions, through the stats, through the trends, through how you handicap it, how we're going to arrive at all these fancy price winners. I was looking forward to you taking me on this journey, Lonte, and you've not taken me anywhere, are you?
Yeah,
we're stood here. We're not going anywhere together.
Yeah, I'm sorry I disappointed you. I'll try my best, man. I mean, I don't typically get into All-Star stuff in any sport, whether that's, the Pro Bowl or the NBA All-Star, NHL. I don't typically get it because it may be some value if you handicap it good enough, but I mean, for me, it's just not enough. I mean, you can't even get a ton down on some of this stuff. You got to be creative, but yeah, I mean, it's still one of the more intriguing All-Star events that has some kind of, like significance to it. But outside of that, man, it's tough. But we'll try to get through it.
Yeah, I was going to say like comparable to. I mean, at least they play a game. There's no NFL. The NFL is more like a proper record. They play flag football and stuff, don't they? I think.
Yeah, they do. What it used to be, that's the more traditional one was they would just take, the top players from each conference and they play like it would be pads and they would play like tackle football. But then that kind of just got basically where they were playing flag, and now they're actually playing flag with Peyton and Eli Manning on the other side, like on coaching on each other's team. So yeah, it's probably more entertaining now than it had been then. But I mean, I don't really know because I don't watch a ton of it. I don't think I watched it since I was a kid.
I did quite enjoy getting stuck into this. It's something different, and we're Degens. That's what we're doing here. I do all the sports, so something else to handicap and get stuck into. There's nothing not to enjoy about any of that. You never know. If we throw a few horseshoes at the moon, Lonte, we might just catch one or two falling. Skrills has joined us from the curb. Skrills, how you doing? Callum's still got no idea. Callum's one of our Premier League followers. Hasn't got a clue what's happening, but he's here, and that's the main thing. John, welcome along. Eli often tags us, me and you, and Dylan and Scott in a Sunday night Twitter post. Yeah. Well, we might as well tout while we get a chance, Lonte. Eli often asks for a home run play on Sunday night. And I gave out Randy Rosarena, and you gave out Kyle Stowers and Bosch, double bubble. So not only, we've had a fair few Monday double bubbles, and now we've followed it up with a Sunday night. So if you're not on X, then you missed out there. Adam has joined us in the chat. Adam's asking if I stay up until 3 a.m. to watch all the games. not quite, Adam. I'll watch the first half of the East Coast games. They normally start around midnight because the West Coast games don't start till 3 a.m. for me. So it's going to be 6 a.m. And I do at some point have to get a little bit of sleep. So that's the answer to that, Adam. But it's nice to have you with us. And Michael Lee. Michael's gone 4. This is what we need. We need help. Michael's given us over 5.5.
I do like over. I do like over, though. I do like over.
You see, I've gone under 7. So the answer is 6. That's sorted that out. We've immediately sorted the total out. It's going to land straight on 6. We'll have a little go at getting involved. Remember to download the SGPN app wherever you get your apps for all of our content. Circa Million Circa Survivor football contest has got $21 million in guaranteed prizes. 5 teams against the spread in the Circa Million or the Ultimate Sweating Circa Survivor. Sign up at Nevada, play from anywhere with the help of SGPN's official proxy. Go to footballcontest.com, use the promo code SGP to get $50 off your proxy fees. And we're brought to you by mybookie.ag, your place to bet on every sport, including MLB, WNBA, golf, and football futures. Tons of locations, crypto payouts are rapid. Head to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN for a 100% deposit match up to $1,000. T's and C's apply at mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. Right then. So this is what I know, Lonte. And these, I left the blanks. I've got lots of blanks here. These were the bits you were meant to fill in. But you've came with a blank expression as well. Atlanta, Georgia, is where the game is going to be held. If you've been to Atlanta, Atlanta's meant to be fun. Do you know anything about Atlanta?
Beautiful place. Yeah. I love it there. Me and my girlfriend were there for a couple of events back in maybe like right after like COVID. We were there. So we've been there plenty of times. A lot of traffic, but good city. Lot to do, good weather. It's becoming like overpopulated right now because everybody's kind of migrating there. But good city, man. Good city, great weather, good people, great food actually too. So it's really good.
The other thing I know about Atlanta is, and you know this about me, I'm absolutely addicted to the TV show Catfish, which for a 49-year-old man is ridiculous. They're always from Atlanta, Lonte. Atlanta is the catfish capital of America. Yeah. So if you get any hot girls or hot boys messaging you from Atlanta, just be careful, would be my advice to the listeners.
That's a good point.
Yeah, thank you very much. So we set the scene a little bit. The National League, only one win since 2013. The AL dominant. My first question was why? Is that just pure coincidence, Lonte? There's there can't be a reason for that, can there?
No, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think it's a reason for any trend or anything for this. I think if you maybe look at some of the past AL teams, back like prior to everybody having a DH, like whenever pitchers were still hitting, I think the AL was maybe a little bit stronger then. But again, it's hard to kind of like put a finger on it. But I would guess the AL just had a little bit more like star power, so to speak, than the NL. But I think right now, I think the league overall is pretty balanced. I think it's like stars everywhere. As you can see right now, like even in Oakland, technically they're not in Oakland, but the A's, have really good hitters. Like it's spread out. Like even the White Sox have good pitchers. Like it's just all spread out. Where I think back, maybe in the early 90s, late 80s, or even early 2000s, it was a little bit more lopsided to the AL. But that's just off the top of my head. I don't know if that's a fact or not, but it's just remembering off the top of my head. That's what it would seem like to me.
In terms of the makeup of the two rosters here, the Dodgers have 5 representatives, the most in MLB. Seattle and Detroit have 4 each. We've got 19 first-timers being selected this time around. So 19 on debut. And we've got one legend, Clayton Kershaw, has got the legend spot this time. They are using the robo-umps are getting a game.
Yeah, that's
that's
exciting. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, top of the head. Give you a head a pat if you want to challenge the call. A lot of minor leaguers do it now. Just if you watch a AAA game, or minor leaguers who come up to MLB, just because they're used to it now. They've seen it. So it's their instinct now is to come up. And the umpires do love throwing people out for doing it. I can't remember who got thrown out recently. Someone got thrown, but they can't keep throwing people out if the last couple of years, that's all they've done. So we do get robo umps tomorrow. Pitching matchup, obviously, one inning maximum, maybe a little bit more from the two starters will be Paul Skeens for the NL and Tarek Skubal for the AL. I'll go through the main props. We'll start with the sides and total, Lonte, before we throw some darts at some player props here. And obviously, well, not obviously, but it is a match on the books. It's 9 to 10. So minus 111 each of two. And the total sits at 7, which is just to the over. Minus 125, the over, and plus 105 is under 7. As far as an outright pick goes, I've got no other system than I don't want to get in front of the trend. This is very much personal choice. We've talked about following the roulette numbers. If you're in the casino and the board is showing 7 reds, are you the sort of bloke who takes red to come up an 8th time, or are you the sort of bloke who says, well, it has to be black? I'm sticking red. AL keep winning. I'm staying with the AL winning for no other reason than there's 7 reds on the board, Lonte. I mean, are you going red or black in that situation?
Well, I'm going red in the situation, but I'll disagree I'll just go with the NL. Just a little contrary. I really do think that the pitching staff for the NL is a little bit more like swing and miss heavy. So they'll have a little bit more, obviously, we don't know who's going to go. They all typically go an inning. So, or maybe a batter or two. It kind of just depends. Like the thing is, we never really know. Like, there's no structure. Like Paul Skeens could go out, he could strike out the first 2 batters, and then just be done. Like we don't know. But I do think that the NL's arms are a little bit more prone to getting strikeouts, which is what you want, because you have all these amazing hitters on the other side. You don't want them making contact. You want to, be striking them out. So that's basically the only logic I have for going with the NL. I mean, you talked about it. They haven't won, but like what they haven't won. They've lost 28 of 35 All-Star games. I think that's what it is. But they did win back in 2003. So I'm going to go with the NL strictly off the pitching, because I think just sheer volume of strikeouts. I think those guys on the NL are a little bit more susceptible to striking out guys than the AL. But I mean, obviously, it's nothing profound. Like, I don't have a system or anything.
Okay, so one for the AL, one for the NL. Absolutely no use there. I think you said earlier on you're going to take the over next as well, and I'm going to take the under. So
I'm going to take the over.
Once again, no help to anyone.
But history's on your side, though, with the under, though.
Well, yeah, the thing with this is you get 9 or more stud pitchers, fresh as a daisy. No one's getting tired. No one's singing the order the 3rd time, anything like that. You get 9 studs. You get 9. You're looking at like Nerfies, 9 Nerfies with a new one to start every inning. The 7 out of the last 10 have gone under the total. And the first 5 under has hit in 3 consecutive years as well, which is where I was going to stake my claim there, Lonte. You think we might see a few more runs tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just going contrarian because I want to get, if you want to, I think when you're betting these things, you don't want to lay a ton of juice. I mean, not saying that it's a ton of juice, but I would try to get some plus money on some stuff. So looking at different things like that to where you're not laying a ton of juice, and obviously you're going to be lower volume. So I'm looking at some like lower, like reduced juice, maybe some plus money stuff. So I'll be looking at like some alternates. Maybe we can get, a home run derby, a second home run derby in this type of environment. But you never really know what you're going to get until you actually get out there. And like, who's to say? I mean, these are some of obviously the best players in the MLB. So, I mean, if, a couple hits get going and things get competitive, then, the hitters might have an advantage. So, I mean, it's not like they haven't seen these guys, time and time again, you know what I'm saying? So it's just about execution. So I don't really have a like profound answer. I'm just rooting for runs. I'm rooting for excitement. So I'm going for the over. So I'm just going in it like rooting for a lot of runs. So that's why I like the over.
But the part of the reason I'm happy to take the under is that I won't be watching it live. I think if it was on at 10 p.m. here, I'd probably back the over. As silly as that sounds.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
I'm going to wake up and watch it with my cup of coffee at 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. And I don't care at that point what's happening.
You don't want to sit and be miserable looking at nothing happen.
Yeah. I got you. I'll be delighted if I see it's finished 2-1 over my coffee in the morning. So we do need some suggestions for the odd pick in the comments. So come on, Eli, John, Adam, etc. Give us a few winners. And we'll move on to some of the more fun markets. We can try and find some fancy price winners. I've got some MVP picks and I've got some special bets as well that I dug out from various places around the internet at some prices. So let me tell you quickly about Underdog, Best Ball Mania, happening all summer long. 2 million prizes to first place. No waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best Ball is the best way to play fantasy football. Our code is MLB SGPN. Gets you a special pick and first-time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus credits. UnderdogFantasy.com, MLB SGPN. And finally, Rhythm, who have launched Power Trends, those AI-detected patterns where Rhythm's model has consistently won and has a high ROI. Power Trends are absolutely flying at the minute. 63% on the last 400 bets. WNBA Power Trends are flying as well. Get your 7-day free trial. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM. Okay, Lonte. MVP picks. Let's see if I can take you through the leaders. I'll take you through the top of the market. We've got Shohei Ohtani favourite at 5-1. Aaron Judge 6-1. Ronald Acuna 10s. Cal Raleigh 11. Pete Crow Armstrong 11. Bobby Witt 18, and it's 20-1 bar. Really, this is pay your money and take your choice. Pick your favourite place. I've got a feeling, Lonte, now. I've written down the same pick as you. One of our picks is going to match up here.
Think so?
Yeah, I think so. Very much worth looking down the field, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, you don't need us to sit here and say, well, Shohei Ohtani might win. Do you know what I mean? If you want to pick him, take your tenner, put it wherever you want. 2023, Elias Diaz won it as a pinch hitter at 65-1.
Yep.
8 of the last 11 winners have been hitters, and 2 of the last 3 came off the bench. So just pick your favourite players. Pick someone who you want to win. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So, Lonte, I'll let you lead us off, and I'll shout bingo when you mention.
You want me to give you? I got 3. You want me to give you my top 3, or you want to go back and forth?
I've got 3 as well, but one of them's definitely the same. I'm going to shout.
Okay,
bingo
so I'll give you my 3 in order of odds. My first one is Ellie De La Cruz. It's just 25-1. And I'll tell you, I like Ellie because of. I mean, obviously, I'm thinking that it's going to be a more exciting game. A lot of home runs, a lot of extra base hits. And I think Ellie provides that kind of energy. He also in the field, he can do all kinds of electric stuff to kind of get things going. And if he gets on base, obviously he's going to steal or try to steal multiple bases. And who knows what could go on with Ellie. So Ellie was my first choice. My second choice was Byron Buxton, who just hit for the cycle. I think Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Yesterday or it was Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember which one, but he's been in good form. He's been in really good form. I mean, he's a power hitter. He can get on base and steal as well. I kind of I picked him second. He was kind of borderline of being off, but just his recent success, I think it can be done. And the last one I got for you, Mal, is going to be a long shot.
This is the one, Lonte. This is it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm going with Kyle Stowers.
Yeah! Yes,
you
beauty, Lonte. We did
I got it 100-1.
Yeah, that's the fucker for me.
I mean, just what you ran down with the most recent guys. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to be, not in the front of the lineup, so he'll possibly get a pinch hit. Possibly he can hit a bomb. And he's been hitting the ball really well as of late. So yeah, Kyle Stowers is one of the guys that I looked at as my longer shots.
Yeah, the thing with Kyle Stowers was I picked him before I saw Eli mentioning that you picked him to hit a home run last night. And just for that recency effect, I then knew he's going to be fresh in your mind. I hadn't seen that. So I was there anyway. I then thought, right, Lonte is definitely onto him. He had a 3 home run game over the weekend, I think. Absolutely. Just in that mold of Elias Diaz. Who wins this is a hitter comes in a spot with the bases loaded, hits a home run, they win the game 4-2. There's your MVP. Kyle Stowers is completely and utterly live. I picked one starter from the lower price bracket, which was Pete Armstrong, just because we like him. We've mentioned him on the show a lot without actually probably giving him the love he deserves, because he's been absolutely incredible. And this is a sport just to pick your favourite players. So I took PC 812s, but my other 2 players are both 100-1 shots, which are Kyle Stowers, as you mentioned. And the second person I like, for the same reason, who can come in pinch hit, is Alejandro Kirk.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, just a little fat catcher, isn't he? And he doesn't like a little fat catcher. 100-1, he can hit one over the fence. Alejandro Kirk. So yeah, there's some a few bigger prices, but it's definitely worth looking down the list. Yeah, you want some fancy prices here. Lonte, do you have any more markets catch your eye looking around?
Not really. I mean, you typically stay away from the pitchers because, like you said, you just don't know what they're going to do. I try to just stay with the with the hitters, and it's probably some exotic props like some like I don't know if they have them up yet, but they typically do like more hits like Ellie versus whoever. Like they just typically do kind of hits and stuff, and I think those are markets that you typically want to dive in because they're more volatile. And volatility is what you want, and plus prices was what I pretty much hunt for. Because I mean, just think about it. I mean, even if it's only $1.20, I don't want to lay $1.20 in an All-Star game. I want to get plus money. Like I don't want to. Like I like Ronald Acuna because I typically like to bet the hometown guy, whatever that's in basketball or hockey or whatever, because they're going to get the crowd. They're going to be the crowd favorite. They know the ballpark. They play there more often. So. But his price is too low. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I feel like you have to take longer shots. And that list you listed off of the guys who won the MVP at those long odds just suggests that they're winning it. So it's not like it's been chalk over the past 6-7 seasons. So that's how I approach it. I mean, I don't think it's a right or wrong way to approach it, but that's just how I approach it. And I think you should approach it to how you handicap the game. So like if you think there's going to be less runs, then maybe you're on some guys hits under. Maybe you want to fade like a lot of those big time hitters, Judge, Ohtani, Cal Raleigh, those guys. Or if you like me, you think it's going to be a lot of runs, then you want to bet guys to go over. You want to bet multiple hits. You want to bet stolen base. Like you want to just get creative and do all these types of things, which will basically increase your bankroll if you hit. And then you're losing. If you're losing, you're not betting 11 to win 10. You're betting 10 to win 10 or 10 to win 12 or 15 or whatever the case may be. So I think that's always a lesson in how I look at All-Star games, period, if I'm going to get involved.
Don't bet a shirt to win a tie, Lonte. That's what my granddad used to say.
That's a good one. I like
it. Yeah. I picked a couple of those exotics that you're talking about and focused on Skeens and Scooble because those two are going to start. And I might get to watch the first inning or two before I go to bed so I can have a little bet on these. The 2 props that I liked were both Skeens and Scooble to go 3 up, 3 down in the first inning. That's plus 350. So that's a nice bet. Both of them come out firing, send the first 3 batters back, plus 350. And in the same vein, if they're going to do that at plus 350, combined 5 strikeouts for those 2 in the first inning is 22-1. So if Skeens and Scooble can come out and punch out 5 of those first 6, we can hit everything there. So 22-1 for 5 combined strikeouts and plus 350 for both to go 3 up, 3 down.
I like that.
I found that on Bet365, I think it was. It might be Sky, but anyway, there's loads of different markets on loads of different firms. Whether you can find that, you'll find something similar though. So again, find an angle that you like, Little bet builders as well, stuff like that. And I think that's everything I've got, Lonte. I can't believe we managed to fill in 25 minutes. I'm very, very proud of us.
It's actually fun, though. Actually fun.
Brilliant. Eli loves your chasing volatility in the market.
Yeah, I mean, that's just. I mean, that's just how you. I mean, when you're looking at something like, I mean, it's just like anything else. You want to, you know, at all the times, you know, the bet a little to win a lot is not typically how you make money long term in gambling. But in certain situations like this, I mean, it's so much like that could happen. Like it's a guy up here that we probably haven't named, like that could win it, who's 200 to 1 or whatever. Like we don't know.
Any one of those, I mean, 50 to 1 plus that hits a 3-run homer. Brent Rooker.
Yeah, like
Eugenio Suarez.
Right.
Ryan O'Hearn.
Right.
I mean, Zach McKinstry, just an afterthought, at 100 to 1. But that's all. It's one swing of the bat.
That's it.
Yeah, if you're going to bet $10, take $2 and put it on 5 blokes at 50 to 1. So you know what I mean? And see if you might win yourself Friday night dinner out or something like that.
Here we go.
Well done, Lonte. That was far. I've been worried about this for about 4 days. Ever since Scott put the roster up, I thought, oh, fucking hell. I'm out of depth here. But we did it with your help and with the help of the listeners.
Yeah, for sure. Their help, for sure.
And if I wake up to a winner, I'll be absolutely delighted as well. Win or lose, doesn't matter. But yeah, I'd love to pick one. I need another vice. So exhibition baseball is something else I can add to my list. Lonte, anything else to tell the people before we let them go?
That's it, man. We're gonna recharge and get ready for the second half of the season so we can finish strong. I think as a network we're doing pretty good with the episodes. I think for sure if we kind of like extrapolate our Monday episodes, I think we're doing really good on the Monday episodes. Yeah. All things considered. No, obviously we try to do well on every, but I just think that we've been doing particularly well on Mondays because I can get like the mentions from the listeners or somebody will like say something else in the chat. Like I even had people in the NBA show, like when I was doing the NBA show, would come in and say stuff about like our Monday show. Like so yeah. So man, yeah. So hopefully we could just recharge. We got a couple of days off. And we'll recharge and get ready to hit the home stretch for some winners.
Perfect. Thank you very much, mate. That was great fun. Thanks everyone who joined and listened. We do appreciate it. Yeah, as Lonte said, Thursday night, back with a full pick show. I think I'm on all weekend with Scott being away, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So look to hit the ground running. Enjoy the home run derby and the All-Star game, everybody. Good luck with all of your bets, and we will see you down the road. Cheers.